Oh, man. Ah! Man, I'm supposed to do the thing Derek does. I forgot to say, bring the thunder. Come on, little buddy. You know you want to run. Bring the thunder. Well, today's another day. We're back at it again. And I know the last video was a little bit long. It might have been a little long. We were just painting some rims, but I think it was necessary for what's going to happen later on in some of the series. So here's the truck. And we ended up getting the bed off it last night. So we're going to be working on this bed. We're going to be sandblasting this today. We're going to be sandblasting this frame down. We're going to be sandblasting this firewall down. And if you look, this is not good, guys. This is no good up here either. I don't know, but we're going to blast this thing, make some headway on this. We're going to get the frame up here blasted. We're going to come back here and get the frame blasted. Frame looks pretty damn good, man. Like I'm stoked about that. Everything looks good. These leafs are tired. We're gonna see how tired it is once we get it running, but I believe this is just like a makeshift. Somebody threw a plate in there and threw a ball on there. So I think we're gonna cut this off and get rid of it. I like it for a brace. It's cool, but I'd like to put an actual gooseneck in here rather than that. I wanted to get these gas tanks out today. We're just gonna leave them. I'm gonna run the sandblaster down in here and get it the best that I can and clean this thing up. We're gonna blast the frame back here, blast the springs, blast the axle, everything back here, man, and get this thing cleaned up. I wish I had a lift and I wish I had a garage and all the damn things, but hey, we're gonna do what we can do and we're gonna get this thing done. First things first though, we're gonna go through and we're gonna clean the frame out. The frame's loaded with crap, so we're just gonna power wash everything. We got a lot on our plate today, man. I got a limited amount of time. I gotta get this done today. So we're gonna blast some of the body parts, blast the frame, get that stuff in primer today. The truck frame should be blasted, primered, and painted today, God willing. Now that I'm absolutely soaking wet, you can see the frame under here looks really good. I almost didn't want to take off the wax, man. There was wax on this frame. I almost didn't want to take it off, but I'm going to scuff all this down under here. This is not going to get sandblasted. We're just going to scuff this down, spray it. Maybe at a later time, you know, we will really do a frame off on this truck because this frame is really clean under here. There's no pits anywhere, nothing. Oh, look. Yeah, seems fine. Everything's great. I have absolutely zero idea if this is gonna even work. I just kept getting ads about it and seeing videos and blah, blah, blah. Goes right in here to a bucket of crushed glass. This is not sand. This is not coal. This is crushed recycled glass. It's called Clean Bite. It's medium glass abrasive. Let's see what we got. Well, we finished our sandblasting, and let's go take a look. Yeah, I don't know. As far as the sandblaster, does it work? Yeah, it's sandblasted. Can you use it? Nope. Probably not. This is literally 5 minutes after I blasted this thing. I am covered in sand from head to toe. I am soaking wet. And this thing flashed off before I could even rinse it off and hit it with mineral spirits to stop it from flashing. I mean, everything. All of it. I mean, I'm glad that I got it smooth and it ate up like all that bed liner, but dude, if it looked like this, man, we'd be in the money, bro. We would be in the money, but we're not. I would say it works if you're trying to do like a small project, but if you're doing a small project, why in the world would you set up a big old power washer, sandblaster, soaking wet, sand everywhere? So if you guys are thinking about getting it, I mean, does it work? Yeah, it blasted it straight down to the metal, and then it rusted it 5 minutes later. So I don't know. I got some Rust-Oleum rusty primer that says we can spray it right over the shit. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I don't know. Because the rusty primer is used for sandblasted, and then like for the painted parts it's a different primer. Like I haven't found one Rust-Oleum primer that you can spray on everything. So this is just a mess. It's better off to just do an entire frame off, man, but I ain't got time. We gotta get this thing together. So one thing I'm happy about and not happy about is it did show me all of the rotted metal that's inside the cab there. So we're gonna be chopping lots of this out and piecing together some Frankenstein metal in there. Get this thing somewhat sealed off. All right, we'll let this thing air dry. It's all air dry. I just dried out pretty good. I went through on the frame underneath the cab where there's still paint, roughed it up with some 60 grit. Sucks this thing flashed like this, but I'm using Rust-Oleum Rusty Primer. So the Rusty Primer allows for sandblasted material that's been flashed, as long as it's not fully rusted. So flash rust is okay. We're borderline passing flash rust now. This sucks, dude, but it is what it is. We're gonna hit this thing with the Rusty Primer. I'm gonna put a good coat on it, put a second thick coat on it, and then we're gonna spray this thing, and it's gonna get the landlord special. So this thing will be satin black by the end of the evening. I'm running out of daylight, getting a little bit of wind out here. Not happy about that, but we're gonna get this thing knocked out, man. And like I said, we're not building a show truck, right? Like I'm just cleaning it up. Like that's the thing I have to remember. I think most guys run into this, and I see it on videos all the time, and I really didn't understand it until I got into a truck, was how freaking far do you keep going before you're like, all right, that's enough? You know what I mean? Because like I could keep going, man. I'm about to call my buddy over here and take the cab off this damn thing. But I'd like to see this thing at the Hot Rod Power Tour on June 8th. So I've got 3 weeks to get this thing painted, frame painted, truck all new metal welded into it, interior done, motor in it, trans in it, running and driving. And I'm not just saying like you can drive around the block. This thing's got to be roadworthy in 3 weeks. So I got my work cut out for me. We got to knock this thing out. I'm going to set you guys up on the camera here. And we're going to have at it, man. This thing's getting primered and painted tonight. We'll worry about the body later. I'm going to have to go over that with some non-woven discs and kind of smooth all that out so I can use etching primer on it. Plus, like I said, man, you know, like we found tons and tons of rot up here that I'm going to have to cut out. There's a hole there. I don't know where that came from. But we're going to cut this metal out and weld to it. You know what I mean? We're going to find some clean metal that we can attach to, throw some new metal in there. It ain't got to be perfect. It's going to be probably here on the firewall. It'll be a few overlaps, but that's what it's going to be. We're not doing no butt joints out here. So let's get this thing in primer and throw some paint on it. Can you get me coffee? Thank you. All right, we're losing daylight. We have my wife, our assistant. She's gonna be the light lady. So I ain't got time to talk. I gotta start spraying. So just enjoy the video and I'll catch up with you probably in the morning because we're gonna spray this thing, let it sit up, and then see how it looks in the morning. I have no idea how it's gonna turn out. We'll see. Well, I said we'd be out here the next day. That was a lie. It's been 2 days of rain, so I haven't come out here. It sucks. It wasn't supposed to rain for like, I don't know, like 30 hours or something. So I had enough time to get the next coat of paint on this because with Rust-Oleum, you have a 1 hour, you got a 1 hour window. The moment you start spraying, you can't stop spraying after that hour. So if I start spraying the frame black and like an hour and a half goes by, I got to stop spraying, wait 48 hours, and then continue spraying. So everything got all screwed up. Long story short, I'm going to go over and show you guys what we did. We ran out of two things. We ran out of daylight and we ran out of paint. So we were kind of screwed and I was kind of stuck because this ended up taking more paint than what I thought it would. But I'm going to go over this and show you guys what we did, what we didn't do, and what we're about to do. It don't look too bad, at least from this angle. But I mean, this frame, once we're done, I must have scuffed that with a hose or something. I don't know what that is right there. We'll fix that. But this frame came out pretty damn good looking, boy. Look at this. Oh man, all under here. Look at that frame. Sheesh. Now, let me show you what it really looks like. Look, we missed all this. We missed all this. We missed a lot. It was dark out. We had flashlights out here. We're spraying. We're trying to do the damn thing in our little window that we had. But, I mean, this looks good, dude. I am stoked about this. We made our way towards the back of the frame here. You can see, I mean, this looks good, dude. Like, look at this. This, I'm not exactly sure what that is. I think it was flaking because it started raining early. Not flaking, but like popping. I'm not sure. But I mean, dude, this thing looks slick, bro. But we were only able to get half the frame done because we ran out of paint. So what we're going to be doing today, we are going to go over this whole thing with that bucket of Dawn dish soap, a 600 grit scrub pad, and we're going to scrub like 87% of the frame. I'm not going to be able to get all of them crevices and stuff. I'll do my best, obviously, because we don't want this thing peeling. But we're going to scuff this thing all down, and the plan is to, I'm going to scuff this as well, but the plan is to finish the black coat on all of the primer back here. Once that's done, I'm going to make my way back up here, and we are going to put another coat on this whole thing to make sure this has a nice thick coat on it. And you know, obviously we got time because we got a lot of welding and panels and this and that to do before we put the engine in or the front clip back on. So this should have enough time to set up and harden and be pretty chip resistant. This is farm and implement paint, so that was why I chose this. We're going to see how good it lasts. But that's our goal for today. So we're going to get to scrubbing this thing down with Dawn dish soap, a 600 grit scrub pad, get it kind of scuffed up a little bit, you know, so it's got some bite. There's like pollen out of the trees. I don't know if you can see it falling on the frame. You might be able to see it a little better over here. I need to get all that off of here, so that way we got something nice and clean to bite to. And we need to get that done so we can start working on this truck bed here and get it back on the truck, because this place is literally trashed. This thing is looking sick, dude. I'm ready. So we got everything scuffed down up here. We got everything scuffed down back here. Now, there's a couple spots here. You can see some rust wanted to flash on me after we washed it with Dawn dish soap. So we're gonna hit it with a little bit of this. This supposedly is gonna convert the rust into a paintable area. So we're gonna hit that real quick. Then we're gonna start spraying all of the primered areas first, get all that caught up, and then we'll have a complete one coat of black on it. This coat over here has been the first, you know, the first part I sprayed in black is already scuffed down. So we're just gonna catch up and get the rest of one coat put on. Then we're gonna head to the front and work our way to the back and put a second heavy coat on this thing, and we should be money when we're done, man. Let's see how this thing turns out. Frame done. It's a wrap. Got this thing done. We went through and sprayed this thing. I'll show you what we were using, but I did a 4-to-1 mix with this. So I used the farm implement paint from Rust-Oleum, and I used acetone as my reducer. And the gun was hard to get in some of the like smaller spaces. I got, you know, probably 95% of it. And then I got a rattle can of the same type of paint to go through and get all the touch-ups on it. But man, this thing, I'm stoked for this, dude. This is an 86 frame, and this thing looks damn good, dude. I'm gonna show you guys some video clips of this towards the end of the video here so you guys can see. But the frames are wrapped. What we got to do next is we're gonna cut the metal out where the front seat was in this thing, and we're gonna put factory metal back in there. I went yesterday and picked up a piece of metal that goes under the front seat there with the humps in it. We cut it out of another truck that was, you know, for parts. And I got brand new floorboards, floor pans, rockers, inner rockers, and cab corners. So that's what we're gonna do next on the truck, man. But I'm gonna show you guys what we did. Now what we didn't do was the inner rails here under the cab, because it's a little sketchy. My driveway's on a hill and it's a bit sketchy getting under this truck, man. I'm gonna wait till the wheels are on it and get back under here, and we'll hit up the insides there and get those all dressed up as well. But man, as you can see, that's my front seats there. I'll show you some more here. This is what we're cutting out, man. This is interesting. So we're gonna cut all this out, put all the factory back in, and go from there. So this is what we used on the truck. I used low gloss Rust-Oleum farm and implement paint, and I mixed it 4-to-1. One, I wanted it a bit thicker for the frame, and two, I'm trying to learn how to use that gun without getting runs. We didn't get any runs on this one, so that was good. We will probably up the game and probably go 3-to-1 when we spray the body. And then I mixed it with acetone. It worked out great. Everything seems to be going smooth now. We got the frame done. We got the wheels done. We're gonna go through and get the body done, and as soon as we get this thing sprayed, then it's time to yank the engine out of the 01. We got a 496 big block and an Allison trans coming out of an 01, and we're gonna pull the motor, the trans, the fuse box, the accelerator pedal, what else do I need? The whole harness, everything. And we're gonna swap that over into the square body. So we'll have a big block, 2-wheel drive with an Allison 5-speed behind it. So this thing should be a pretty good tow pig. It's slowly coming together, not as fast as I want to, but like I said, I'm trying to get this thing done and I don't mean like I can drive it around the block. I'm talking done by June 8th, because that's the Hot Rod Power Tour and it's in my hometown. So that's at Route 66 in Joliet. I'm out here in Ohio right now, but I want to drive the truck there, and then I want to do probably half the tour, or maybe three drops on the tour, just to ride and, you know, meet people and hang out and enjoy the square body. So we probably won't have the AC working, so it'll be a little warm, but I do want to have it roadworthy by June 8th. So we'll see what we can do. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. If you stayed this long, hit the sub button if you like what we're doing. If not, I don't care. Just I enjoy doing these videos, man, dropping them, and maybe some young bucks are seeing what I'm doing. And because I mean, I'm learning this now as we go. You know, I wrenched 20 something years ago. It's been a while, so never did body work, so all this is new to me. So if I can show you guys something, teach you guys something, or if you could teach me something, maybe you see mistakes I'm making, dude, let me know. Like I'm not one of them butthurt dudes. Like, teach me something. I want to get, if I do something, I want to be good at it. So thank you guys, I appreciate it, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.